Okay. YouTube looks good. And let me go check Twitch real quick. Oh, I don't have the bingo open. I should do that here in a moment. In just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment more. Alright, cool. Audio's sounding good. Game is up. Stream is up. Everything looks to be good. So we are ready to go. So hello everyone. We are back with some more Celeste golden berries. At least this week. The future's a little uncertain after that. Because Skong is on the horizon. It's so close. But for now, I'm gonna try and lock in one last time on 5B Golden. Be great if I could just blaze through this, get it done and dusted tonight. We'll see though. We'll see. I had a run get about 3/4 of the way through the level last time, I think, that's good. Definitely good. But we still are a little shy of that final push. So maybe it'll happen tonight, maybe it won't. Either way, just here to grind out some practice for a little while. Speaking of that, I am actually starting a bit early today, which, yippee, normally it's the other way around. Oh, is it weird? And as such, I will probably be ending a bit early today as well, just trying to basically shift things a bit earlier in the day, and then I will spend a bit of time after the stream, getting some more work done on other stuff. I did want to try and squeeze this in. I have a lot due on Wednesday nights. It's like 2 major homework assignments and a lab report just about every week. So they're definitely a bit hefty, but the lab report is done. Oh, thank you so much, Dex. Thank you for the sub. I quite appreciate it. And welcome in. But yeah, no, it's mostly looking good and all those things, but you know, I figured I might as well get the stream out of the way tonight in case I need to put my nose to the grindstone tomorrow. But yeah, so little on the earlier side we're starting tonight, and we'll probably end a little on the earlier side too, but hopefully we can get some nice practicing and attempts in that time. I look into my eye holes, what do I see? Look into my eye holes, what do you see? Look into my eye holes, what do I see? A handsome motherfucking looking back at me. I like earlier show. I wish I could get them started earlier more often. I really do. I'm kind of bad about that, even though I'd like to have them started a bit on the earlier side. And it worked today. And hopefully it will continue to work, but sometimes it doesn't. Hope you got my Lemon Demon reference. I didn't, but I do know at least one Lemon Demon song. I should probably listen a bit more. Yes, it is unsurprisingly Touch-tone telephone. But it does seem like the kind of thing I would like, so I might dig a little deeper. I have news. I'm officially double neurodivergent. Pop off. Pop off. Love to hear it. Oh, boy. But yeah, congrats. I suppose. Yes, preamble stuff before I get too sidetracked. So, in the interest of that, I'm gonna not take too much longer to get started playing the game. I'll do some practicing. I'll probably try and do something where I get like one deathless run of each checkpoint, and then we will jump right into doing attempts. I am very excited for Thursday, and thank you for giving me the perfect segue. All right, stream schedule in the age of Hollow Knight Silksong. What's it gonna look like? What's it gonna be? Obviously, I will not be streaming on Thursday itself. I've been saying that for a little while now, but on Thursday itself, I will not be streaming. After that, though, what will happen? I must confess, given where I am just in my semester and my life right now, I don't, like, there's only so much I can do to just grind out that game. Like, I'm not gonna be able to, like, binge it. It's gonna have to be, like, short bursts that I squeeze in between a ton of other things. And so because of that, I have at some point said, like, oh, maybe I'll just, like, completely stop streaming so that I can power my way through Silksong. But to be completely honest, like, regardless of whether or not I stop streaming, it's probably gonna take me a little while to get through that game. I'm just, as I said, not in a place where I can just, like, sit down and binge it or whatever. And because of that, I kind of would like to at least keep doing some streams while in the meantime. What it might end up being is just like Persona and D&D streams. I feel like Celeste streams, I'm a little bit more likely to get spoiled, but we'll see. My point with all this is I will probably keep streaming even though Silksong is out. However, I'm gonna have to have, like, yeah. I'm not streaming Silksong. That's the thing. I'm playing it on my own first. I'm playing it on my own first. It's like I expect most people to. And so the idea is, if I do streams, and I have not finished Silksong yet, I'm gonna put a temporary moratorium on any Silksong discussions. So beyond today, after today, there is a moratorium on any Silksong discussions until I finish the game. It's very important to me to be able to experience this game on my own for the first time. So I hope you all understand. But that is the plan right now. It might be less streams than I have been doing. It might end up being, like, just Persona and then, like, maybe D&D if we get that started back up with the Empire's Gang. But other than that, yeah, I will be plugging away at Silksong in the background, and during that time I will just put a full-on no Silksong discussions. I'll have it in, like, a pinned chat and everything. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. That being said, if I can, what I would love to do tonight is get this golden berry in the bag. That way, I can just sort of take a quick Celeste break while I'm playing Silksong. And in the interest of that, let us actually get started. So let me go find my Celeste scene. There we go. Awesome. No Celeste will be sad. The only reason I'm saying less Celeste is because I feel like I risk Silksong spoilers more with a Celeste stream than I do with, like, a Persona stream. Does that make sense? I feel there's more, like, crossover between the demographics of people who play those two games than, like, Silksong and Persona. Though honestly, to be doubly fair, it kind of seems like just about everyone is going to be playing Silksong. Like, the weight and the hype around this game have become so legendary. You know what? That's so fair. And most people, and most of the people here I trust to not spoil me on it. Most of the people understand how I feel about Silksong, and and also probably feel the same. So I'm not gonna like completely 100% say like, there will be no Celeste streams. But I fully expect that, honestly. I have a feeling that my chat will just be people sending me fake Silksong spoilers. If ya know what I mean. But, yeah. I haven't completely decided how I'm gonna approach it. I do know that I would love to just, you know, be done with the golden berry I'm working on right now before Silksong starts. Just, you know, I don't know, like, clear the plate and what have. Will you go back to SJ? Yes, actually. It will. I'm trying to decide right now if I will go back to SJ after... What I'm thinking right now is I will take a break from the golden berries after I get 6B. So I will leave 7B to be its own big thing. And then in the interim, I will, at the very least, go back and finish Advanced Lobby. So my current plan is that. Get 5B golden and 6B golden, and then go back to Strawberry Jam for a little bit. To finish the Advanced Lobby, and then once Advanced Lobby is done, I will, depending on how I'm feeling when I finish Advanced Lobby, I'll either just go right into Expert, or I'll head back and start grinding out 7B. So that's the plan right now. Can I request Celeste 64? I don't know. That could be fun. Yeah, maybe. I'll keep that under advisement. Yeah. In any case, though, game playing time. Celeste 64 peak. People have been hyping it up, so I'm hoping it's really good and I really like it, but I don't. Can y'all remind me what like Celeste 64 is about again? Like what's up with that? All right, unsurprising. We've got a death in that room. I die in that room a lot. Look it up real quick. Okay, give me just a sec. I will do so after I finish this first warm-up go. We've done 1 death so far. Nice. I meant to do that slightly differently. Like, I'm glad that worked, but that was not the movement I was intending there. Ooh, that stings. That does sting. You can take that slower. My eyes. Oh, I think I do know what you're talking about, actually. Yeah, I could be taking that slower, couldn't I? Something like that, maybe. Oh, but then that ruins my timing for that thing. I have like a timing worked out in my head for that last one. Yeah, I might keep doing it that way because the way I timed that final dash is dependent on is dependent on that. Whoop. There we go. I missed the cheese. What cheese? I mean, someone tried to teach me, like, a sequence break. Doesn't know mid-air hypers. I know there are. Cool. Loaf knows mid-air hypers, he just doesn't know he knows. What does that mean? Alright, hold on. Celeste 64. Uh-huh. Celeste 64 Fragments of the Mountain is a 3D platformer video game developed and published by Canadian indie Extremely OK Games for Linux, Mac OS, and Microsoft Windows. The game was developed during a week-long game jam in which it released in the celebration of the 6th anniversary of the 2016 video game Celeste. Oh wow. Yeah, no, it's fascinating. Okay. So you know mid-air supers, now do it with a demo dash. Now do it with a demo dash. That might be a fun little interim stream. I could see that working. I'll have to give that some thought. Unsurprisingly, this room is being a bitch. Do the task thing, obviously. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Is it the goofy ass thing where you do the someone showed me you could like what was it again? Oh, I don't have my Okay, brain, you actually know how to do this part. We did determine, I think, when I was when I was routing this out initially that even though I can't, like, I did actually get the skip once, if I remember correctly. But even if you can get the skip right, unless you also do another skip, like, I think you gotta do 2 skips to make it work. So what is it, like? Yeah, it's like that. Honestly, that skip on its own isn't too bad. I'm not actually getting the Mao. La fucking Mao. There we go. Because I think for that strategy to work, you have to also do this skip up here. Otherwise, you can't get you gotta go get the key anyways and such. If I remember correctly. And I didn't really I learned how to do the other one, but I didn't know how to do that. Otherwise, you're basically doing all the same rooms anyways, just with swagger this time. Not that swagger isn't important. You know how to corner kick? No. I can't do anything. Teaching time? I think I'm okay with this. To be honest, the rooms that have really been a sticking point in this first part are not the ones that I would be routing out by doing that. It would be nice to know eventually, but I think while I'm just trying to get this level done, so I'm okay not knowing for the moment. Okay, so if I need a brain break like midstream, I'll ask someone to show me how to corner kick. How about that? How about that? If and when I need a brain break, we'll learn how to corner kick. They're really fun for dashless style maps. I should probably know how to do them then, because I am gonna need to do 1A dashless not too long. Is one... I can't remember. Is 1A... Oh, why am I using the golden berry? I actually did not mean to do that. It's still practice time. I don't actually think you need them. Oh, okay, good. I did want to ask, though, does anybody know if all of the, like, berries in 1A can be gotten while you're doing the dashless? Like, can you do all berries dashless, too? The dashless corner boost. Ooh boy. What does that mean? There we go. Damn. Oh. As usual, this room is fucking me up. Brain, come on. Called the coffee jump? I actually adore that. That's amazing. Alright, I just need to be tighter with my timing there. That's the other thing I was thinking of, is like to take a break from the more like grindy golden berries to do the to do just 1A, because that one's more like puzzly, I feel. There are 2 rooms in particular that will trip you up in 1A fastest. Everything else is either trivial or doable and not too long. Gotcha. Okay. Want a dashless practice this stream? If I'm bored, sure. If I get tired of this, maybe. That was such a stupid death, too. Was laughing too hard. Too bad you're gonna be bored in 20 minutes. Wait, what? What does that mean? I manifest? Oh, I see, I see. Understood. Casually switches to 1A dashless practice. I heard that is born. Yes, you guys are. I'm actually playing this game from the womb. My birthday is today. Hello world, I'll be out in 20 minutes. You know what they say, I can do a lot with 15 minutes. Why? Why must this room curse me so? It's not like it's that bad, but my consistency with it is. Congratulations, it's a boy for now. Amazing. I almost feel like we need to get that quoted. Congratulations, it's a boy for now. Actually, I'm absolutely gonna quote that, Dex. Oh, hold on. Let me let this finish its thing. Cool. Quote, where do I have quotes? Where's quotes? What is it? 9-2. Oh, I accidentally... I accidentally did the last quote that I did with the wrong year. I did the last quote with 2024. Hold up, let me fix that real quick. Oops. Amazing. Alright, back to Celeste. I'm in a bit of a silly, goofy mood tonight, it seems. Hydrate or dihydrate, and I assume coffee doesn't count. Alright, give me a sec to finish this, current attempt, and then I will go grab some water. I love how it's basically universal to just use those things to fuck with me. Like, I can count on one hand the number of times someone has redeemed to notify me that I'm still on pause screen, and I've actually still been on pause screen. What did I expect? I don't know. Expected a helpful, cooperative environment between myself and my viewers. Clearly I was wrong for that. Clearly I was crazy. Okay, brain. This room is not that hard. Brain. From Twitch? You're right. You're absolutely right. But... okay, give me the timing back. There we go. Let me retry this room a few times. Fucking... not what I asked for. I actually kind of wanted to redo that. Okay, here, let's try it like this, I guess. I wanted to practice that room a bit. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. We got it back. You remember when do you remember when you streamed back in 2015? I don't think I did. I don't remember streaming in 2015. Do you remember when you streamed in 1992 in Mr. Based? Not B-A-S-E-D, of course. It's, of course, B-A-S-T-E, as in butter basted. Mr. Based. And clearly I'm talking about a cooking channel called Mr. Based, who is got his start by teaching people butter-basted steak tutorials or something. Slip of the tongue, as is typical for Leo Arcturus. Oh, I said I was gonna go get some water. All right, give me just a sec. Yeah, let me go get some water. Maybe I'll stop having a stroke after that. I'll be right back. Alright, we're so back. I drank water. Now I shall be good at Celeste. That's how that works, right? You drink water, you take care of yourself, and then you get better at video game. That should be how it works. Did you put a skirt on? Nah, shit, you're right. The one missing component. How could I have been so blind? Clearly this was the one thing missing. Okay. Also, so you also need thigh highs, it can't just be the skirt. Both are required, of course. Alright, I see. The biggest skill gap in Celeste, yeah. I'm really just putting myself at a disadvantage at this point, you're right. It's like a Genshin Impact accessory combo. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? We do it for the stats, absolutely. How is one to be good at Celeste if not trans? Clearly this was the piece we've been missing all along. I'm fucking restarting this attempt. Goofy aw death. My biggest sticking point in the entire level still is that one room, fuck-ass room. I mean, at least it's the 4th room I do in the level. Like, at least this one is not too far in. Wow. Oh my god. Deathless coming out of that room. What are the odds? My Terraria character when I try to get the armor set bonus. Huh? Bullshit. I'm just being so bad right now. Like, I'm actually being so stupid right now. Well, I'm glad you liked the ha. What the fuck was that? It's okay. Dude, what am I doing? I tried to go too fast and I shot myself right in the foot. That was weird. I'm actually like making mistakes that I haven't like in my, yeah, like what was that? In my entire time practicing this, I don't think I've made that mistake, and then like twice in a row. Cool. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. I practiced this and everything. Alright, there we go. I'm losing my mind, y'all. My Celeste skills are degrading by the second. Can we lock in? That's gonna be the big challenge of this stream, is can I lock in for long enough to actually play this game well. I mean, you can play a game not locked in, it's just not gonna be well. Okay. At least this last room hasn't been too bad so far. I shouldn't have said that out loud, should I have? That's totally gonna mess it up. Yeah, that is kind of on me, I will confess. Okay. No! Not again! I thought we were done with that mistake. God, at least it happened in practice, but still. I'm creating all new ways to fail at this game. This room should not be giving me this much trouble. This is why we don't say silly things. Yeah, you're right. I'm being too silly right now, and it's negatively impacting my gaming skills. Alright. See if we can do the rest of the... I actually think I might just need to move on to practicing other things. This is not going well, so I might just need to move on and give myself a brain break on this. "20 minutes as predicted." It's way more intuitive than this. I'm sure. Did that not work? Ugh. That was such an avoidable death. Hey y'all, remember when I said at least I wasn't having too much trouble with this room? Do y'all remember when I said that? I'm practicing something else. I swear to God. I'm practicing some other shit. Leo, you should start to shut up. Alright, I guess the people have spoken. That should hopefully do the trick. Yes, it will. Cool. Okay. No, Leo, come back. Yeah, that's it. There we go. There's that. Just making sure I practice this movement a few times. There we go. Okay, restart chapter. The fact that that was mostly without incident, except for the one room, is fairly promising, though. So... just time to be adaptable, I guess. No! Oh, God. That was such a choke right at the end. Like, that was almost a deathless run of that checkpoint. Suddenly good at Celeste again, Lamau. Though that was a little goofy, I will confess. Well, okay, this attempt is going much, much worse. But yeah, that I think is one of the most consistent ways to do that room. How was I pressing down there, controller? How was I pressing down? Fucking D-pad going out? Like, what the hell was that? How was that down? Am I losing it? Weird. Great. There it goes. Uh-huh. That feels strange. That was a weird attempt. I don't know what was going on in some of those rooms. Alright, we brought it back, I think. For now. Every time I feel confident that I'm gonna make it through this room, this part without incident, that kind of shit happens. Alright, there we go. Still though, it's mostly just that one room right at the end. So once I get like a good run going and we can get that final part, I'll go ahead and move on to the next checkpoint. Oh shit. Damn. Okay, well, that's goofy. Really? My recoveries have been not great. There we go. That was a good recovery. I don't know what was happening on the rest, but... Cool. And of course, the one time I get to this room without having a deathless run up until that point is the time that... those are the times when I actually get that movement right the first try. I mean, that is the name of the game, I guess. Consistency. Cool. A little shaky at the end on that room, but not too bad overall. The name of the game is Celeste. You're so right. I don't know. How did I make that mistake? I really am losing it. I feel like I had more momentum there than I should have. I don't know why, though. Really? Seekers work in mysterious ways, I swear. There it is. There's that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh! Or the name of the game is the game and you just lost it. God damn it. You know, I actually... Y'all know what the best part is? I didn't know about the game. Like, flat out did not at all know about the game until within the last, like, 2 years. And it was part... Like, I had to have it explained to me as part of a completely different joke. It was one of those things where it is like the old type of mobile phone where to text you had to press a key multiple times, and so it was a puzzle like that, and the puzzle spelled out the game, and so of course I was like, oh, I can do this. So I went and I solved the puzzle part, and I was like, the game? What the fuck is the game? So I had to ask the person who sent it to me, and that was how I first lost the game. This was, mind you, the morning of my final, like a year and a half ago. Okay, so why you being a bitch? There you go. So sad. So unglad. There it is. Come on, we can do it. What the f- I swear I only tapped the button, but the game does not seem to think so. There it is. Okay, just the one death that time, so that's pretty good. Little awkward on the movement there, but it worked out in the end. Ooh, I thought it might be too high. Really? Every time? I swear, every time the 4 before it are fine. That is the room. This is the room I mess up on. Lamau? There it is. I'm really not sure what your dots and line thing there is, Amy. What exactly is that supposed to be? Damn. Loss? Oh. Should have guessed, to be honest. Yep. See, went perfectly. I went, the first, there was an issue in the first 4 rooms, I got to that one, it turned out fine. It's okay, though, because I am actually getting just good practice on these parts. And honestly, it's not going that poorly. There's, of course, there are a few snafus here and there, but... What the fuck? Chill the hell out. I was not having... Actually, that's been kind of a consistent issue tonight, just wholesale. It's just... My taps aren't working very well. Like, I'm not tapping jump very well. Because that was an issue on, that was an issue in the first section as well. Well, that was strange. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad it worked out in the end, but that was weird. It will all be okay in the end. What y'all know about Nurture by Porter Robinson? Oh. Well, this is just kind of an abysmal attempt right now. Truly horrendous. Notice that regardless of how awful the lead-up was, that final room was fine. It's my current theory. The final room... I'm not actually bad at the final room, it just acts to force me to keep practicing. Is that close enough? There, now it's close enough. Sick. Damn, shit. Okay. Little sketchy on that room, but I'm glad I got the recovery good enough. Hey, there we go. Okay. There's a deathless run. Just have to practice this last one, and then I actually am just gonna give up and start doing attempts. Shit! I forgot it can do that. There we go. Okay, I remember this room now. I remember this room now. Damn. Gotta remember to be adaptable in these rooms. Cool. Play here, you do that, and then... Cool. Oh shit! How little you know, Theo. Ooh, how the fuck was I doing this? Nice. Goofy as shit. Okay, whatever. Nice. See, adaptable. It's what you gotta be. Cool. No! Damn, that was really close to just a super early deathless run. Not too bad. Interesting. Shocked that worked. I'm happy, but I'm shocked. That was the earliest jump I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, what the fuck, brain? Okay, cool. Cool and normal. Cool and normal. Kind of careful. Gotta be careful there. Me when I go too early. probably has Theocrystal trauma. If what I have seen of your Celeste gameplay is anything to go by, then absolutely yes. Come on. Come on, Theo. Damn, come on. Be chill, be chill, be chill, be chill! That was strange. Why was that different than I normally do it? Damn it, it didn't go far enough. Yeah, sure. I'd love to see it. There we go. Oh my god. No. How did I lose so much? Whatever. I don't feel like I should have lost that much, Cool. I think that was only one death. Alright. Fucking. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Shit. It's alright. We're okay. Clearly that was all planned, calculated. Like, I had everything under control from the moment we started. That was a goofy ass room. Whatever. Wow. Skin of my teeth much? God damn. Hey, Deathless. Alright, cool. Okay. Let me know when you get the better clip, by the way, Amy. I don't know if I said that or not. This is a rare Celeste level where the part I'm bad at is actually the first part. Like, genuinely. I'm actually quite atrocious at the first half of this level. Alright, I shall take a look here in a bit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. That was good, though. Holy shit. That was a kind of awful way for it to end, but... Why did I say it? It was a good run, though. It was good. Alright. I do have to mark off tripping on air for that, though. Because that was pretty fucking bad. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, you're right. Sorry, Amy. I will, after this run, I will go take a look at that clip. I'm gonna have to give myself death by reading chat, too. Oops. as usual, I find I find the stuff you send to be absolutely absurd, Amy, but pop off, that's so awesome. Oh, I felt that happening. I was like, why I did not get the jump I wanted there. I promise I pressed jump, Celeste. Celeste, I swear. There we go. Huh? There we go. Hopefully we just bring that... Oh, what's that, brain? Brain. I like how I had that one really cracked run right at the beginning, and I've done nothing but trip on air ever since. This is truly the Leo Arcturus experience. Wow. Wow. You are one of my elite employees. I don't know what made me think of that. Like, I am rushing. I'm rushing. I need to slow down. Alright. Are you rushing or dragging? Not my dem. Yup. Yup. Try again. Rushing or dragging. That joke was so funny. I died. Damn. Such a good gag, I died. How you doing this fine evening, CD? How's it going? How's it going? No. Okay, we're good. Interesting day. My brother and a few friends went skydiving and I watched from the land. Awesome! What did you think of that? I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream before, but I actually have been skydiving before. I did so, Zesty. Hello, Poke. How's it going? Yes, I have gone skydiving. I did so in New Zealand. Woo! A little late there, so I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but it turned out okay. Skydiving group trip. That would be hilarious. I want to skydive, but I also never want to skydive. So fair. So fair. I love how sometimes like, wish my life was interesting and I did stuff like skydiving or going on a plane, then I get asked if I want to do those things and I'm like, hell nah. One of my favorite, like, little, like, factoids about skydiving is that you're, like, and I got told this when I went skydiving, is that you are more likely, you are in more danger on the drive to the airstrip than you are actually skydiving. Okay, fuck you. Alright, we just had to try twice and it turned out okay. Hold on, actually let me lock in real quick. Let me lock in real fast, y'all. Ugh, damn, I was not sure if that was gonna work. Ah. Why? That was irritating. I hate it when they go over the top like that, because it's just kind of a toss-up whether or not I'm going to be able to recover it or not. Still, though, we got another run deeper into the level, which is a good sign. Does it make it less scary to jump out of a plane? No, I don't bring that up because I think it makes it less scary to jump out of a plane. I bring that up because I think it brings into sharp relief how dangerous cars actually are. Like, I am not saying that little factoid makes skydiving easier to do. It gives me a healthy respect for cars. I promise I was not pressing any of those directions. So for the skydiving trip, we took 2 cars. One had my brother, his 2 friends, and me. The other had my family members. When we were getting in the car, my friend said what you just said about how the drive is more dangerous than the fall. Anyways, we were following our family's car to the place, like 80% there, and I kid you not, my family car got dinked by the other car driving by. Oh my god! Out here proving the statistic! We have literal proof now. I figured as much. Otherwise, you probably would not be using such a lighthearted tone with this story, but... Oh my god. But yeah, damn, it is like, I will say, the one time I went skydiving, it is an unimaginable leap out of that fucking plane. Like, it is like, once you're out of the plane, it's awesome. But like, just taking that first dive, it really is just, it is an unimaginably huge leap. Oh god, really? Which I know sounds redundant, but like that barrier is not one that's easy to cross. So I went tandem skydiving, so I didn't have a choice. There was a window, and the instructor was like, "We're going," and I was like, "Oh shit, really?" But like, just like the like brief few moments when you recognize you're like tipping out of the plane. God, it's wild. Gotcha. Yeah, I think having someone to help you take that first jump is absolutely a positive. These are some crazy dash direction deaths right now. They should not be happening, I swear. Oh, rats. I met one of my biggest inspirations completely by their folk magician who does a bunch of cool YouTube videos. Ha! That's actually so awesome. I'm very happy for you. I'm glad to hear that happened to you. Going to another session tomorrow to... Oh, that's so cool! My brother went Wiz Khalifa while I was working as a busboy like 3 years ago, and I'm still jealous. That's awesome. That's hilarious. Ooh, that was close. I really did not have any stamina to spare there. Cool. Oftentimes when I get to this room, I just YOLO my ass right into it. And I feel like that's unnecessary. Like, I feel like, take the time to set it up. It's not a hard room, but it's a room that's worth, you know, like... It's a room worth making sure you don't fuck it up. I can't believe I accidentally pressed the jump button. Like, I barely grazed it. I actually barely grazed it. Oh, God. I met Matt Parker deliberately once, but then accidentally was on the same train as him home. That's hilarious. Nope, give me the golden berry. Come on. I actually... That's not forgetting golden berry. That's just dashing too low to get the golden berry. What kind of math were you talking about? The geometry of dice. Ooh, interesting. Yo, I don't think I've gone on this, I've mentioned this school thing yet, but the bringing up of dice has reminded me of it. So one of the classes I'm in this semester is called Intro to Probability Theory, which is one that I've been wanting to take for a while because I actually really enjoy probability. And I'm also, oh, for fuck's sake, anyways. And I'm also looking at getting into, like, quantum physics stuff, during which, probability is, like, super important. And so I was like, let's take an intro to probability theory class. I think that'll be a fun little time. And genuinely, this might be, like, the chillest professor I've ever met in my entire life. First of all, I just like the way he explains things. And he's got some of the best Blackboard skills I've ever seen in my life. Like, this man is out here, like, color coding shit on a blackboard to make it easier to understand. It was actually so cool. Anyways, the part I wanted to bring up is, like, a decent chunk of our grade is dedicated to quizzes, right? So there's two types of quizzes. There's homework quizzes, which are quizzes that they're basically just checks to see whether or not you did the homework or not, and then they usually have, like, an extra question on them that's based on some of the concepts covered in the homework, just so there's, like, an actual, yeah. So it's like some of the questions are taken directly from the homework, and as long as you know how to do the homework, then you literally just plug in your answer. And then there's like there's like an extra question that is like the homework questions, but a little bit different. You have to be a little bit more adaptable there. And then there's content quizzes, which are literally just, like, it's just like quizzes on the actual concepts that we've been learning. But the crazy thing about both of these is they are both open note, open book, unlimited attempts. Like, his approach to this is literally, I would rather you act like, so basically, as long as you actually sit down and do all of this stuff and solve everything fully, it's genuinely like a third to like 40% of your grade is basically guaranteed. The rest of it comes from, like, there's one midterm, one final, but a large portion of your grade in this class is basically guaranteed as long as you put in the work, which is what, like, that is his stated goal. It's like, I'm trying to encourage you to actually do these problems. Like, I did it again! Oh my god, no! His idea with all of this is like, hey, if I give you unlimited attempts and allow you to correct your answers when you get them wrong, you are more likely to actually do all of this work just to get the, like, guaranteed grade buffer. Exactly, Dex. Exactly. And so I very much enjoy his approach, and it means that I can kind of, like, chill out about his class a little bit, because I'm like, all right, I go in there, I do the homework once a week. And that's the other thing, the due dates are flexible as well. Like, he's really flexible on the due dates of all of these things. He's like, you had a busy week, I get it. I want you to do the work, so just do it later. Like, the important thing to me is that you actually get the practice. So, just do it later. Fuck! Why am I making these mistakes? Alright, hold on. As much as I've enjoyed yapping about my probability theory professor, I do need to lock the fuck in. But yeah, I really like his approach. It means that the class is, like, a bit more on the relaxed end. Did you see the thing that I sent? Oh, yes, okay, awesome, you have a degree, I'm so excited for you. What, remind me again, what is your degree in? The class has 2 tests, and that's it? Hell nah. Hell nah. I hate classes that are like that, I must confess. Having so much ride, having so much, like, hinge on whether or not you do good, like, on tests, like, it makes me lose my mind. Like, it actually makes me lose it. Like, I even historically test pretty damn well, and but the stress it causes me to take tests under those conditions is just unfathomably large. Are you serious? That's like the 2nd time in a row I've done that. I had a class like that, though not as quite extreme, last semester. It was basically like 10%, I think it was something like this. I think it was something like, a little over 10% of our grade was quizzes, and then the remaining, like, the remaining 90% of our grade was exclusively the midterm and the final, with the final weighted a little bit higher than the midterm. And that was a stressful final to study for. Like, I was locked in on studying for that final for, like, 2 days straight. That, by the way, was my analysis final. That was my analysis final, because I took an analysis last semester. Betted the exam on a game of cards! Oh my god. Fucking hell, dude. That's so iconic. Analysis was a class of all time, I must confess. I got an A in it. Like, I got an A in it. It turned out alright in the end, but that was a class of all time. I failed analysis twice. To be honest, I don't blame you, because there was some stuff in that class where I had to like really like, it was just so like, no. How did I do that the second? Oh my god. Some of these deaths are making me crash out. These are like atrocious deaths. Some of these deaths are actually abysmal. Like, tell me how I made that, tell me how I accidentally did that, how I accidentally tap jumped like twice in a row. Like, both, 2 times in a row that I got to that room. I wasn't prepared for it to get that nitty gritty. I would agree with you. That absolutely, I would agree with you. Like, I preferred, like, I had to really lock in to do it, but I preferred the like Diffie-Q type classes, and I really like this this probability theory class as well. So like the ones that I'm like I feel like I'm learning a skill that has like extremely that I can really see the like practical applications of, and they're also just not. I'm not that precise of a person. I'm just not that precise of a person. I'm playing bad because of exhaustion. You might be right. You might be right. What kind of brain break should we do today? I think I've already done the Wordle for today, actually. I was gonna suggest Wordle because that's my like go-to 1A. Okay, but I do feel like taking a brain break with more Celeste doesn't quite work. Do you know what I mean? Cool. You should play Mind Wave? What's Mind Wave? Cool, finally. It's a WarioWare game? Ah, okay. Okay, so the problem is that I keep pressing the D-pad too aggressively, and I'm not just, so when I press up and I press too aggressively, I'm accidentally also pushing it down to the right. Okay, yeah. Let's come up with a fun brain break. The question is what? Actually, I kind of don't want to boot up a whole different game for a brain break, but I also, like... That's why Wordle was so perfect of a brain break. Tier list? Fruit tier list. Let's see if there's like a template one that people have made. Is my nose bleeding? Hold up, y'all. Alright, okay, so I need to go deal with the fact that my nose is bleeding first. I don't, okay, yeah, hold on, I'll be back. Okay, we're good. I just put a piece of tissue in my nose, and we're gonna call that good for now. All right, ultimate fruit tier list. This is too many fruits. Can I get one that's like that is too many fruits. You know what? We're just gonna do the normal fruit tier list, and then I will only like. Okay, let's see if I can close these ads real quick, and then we will. All right, I guess we're gonna have to deal with this. I'm just gonna do the ones that I have had before. So then if I go like this one, no, not this one. What I want to do instead is, I don't want these linked. Okay, there's so many ads on here. Let's see if I can't, because I can do a crop with this one. So let's try, instead of this, maybe we go fruit tier list. We actually get a pretty good fruit tier list like that. Not gonna lie. Okay. We'll do this and this. Okay. So it's fruit tier list time. Can I? Here we go. Transform, edit, transform, crop bottom by like. It's like 20 pixels gonna do it. No, it needs to be more like 100. Okay, that's good enough. Just so I don't mess with my my settings for the punishment wheel too much, we're gonna do it like this basically. All right, green apples. Are we? Oh, they haven't. I've never had this tier. That's actually really good. Okay. So green apples. I actually very much like green apples. Like I will just like straight up eat a Granny Smith. Is it S tier though? Because apples are one of my favorite fruits. Plus you get stuff like apple pies and apple crisps out of apples. I might put both apples in S tier. Like I really like apples. That being said, there are some like varieties of red apples where I'm just like not as keen on them because they like I don't like red delicious apples very much. Like red delicious apples don't do much for me. But the like crisper, it's got to be like a crisper apple, like a more crisp apple. It's got to be crisp. It's got to be juicy. And I do like a little bit of tartness in my apples, which is why I like green apples so much. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with my heart. Apples are just S tier, both varieties. I like green and red. Apricots. I've had dried apricots before, but I don't think I've had an actual apricot. I just saw this. Mango is an easy S tier. I'm putting mango up in S tier immediately. Because I haven't had like. I'll loop back around to apricot. Avocados. I know not a lot of people will agree with me. I'm not the biggest fan of avocados actually. Like I think they do decent in like sushi rolls and stuff like that, but I've come around to guac as the years have gone by. But I'm just not a huge fan of avocados. They've never really done much for me. And it's not the texture, it's actually the taste. Like I actually like the texture of avocados, and they don't have much taste, but what's there I don't particularly like that much. Bananas. Banana, B for banana. B tier for banana. I actually, there's a lot of desserts you can make with bananas that I really really like banana bread is great, bananas Foster is great. On their own, I'm like, but I hate them because I prep so many of them at work. That is so fair though. That's actually so fair. Yeah. No, I the bananas are decent, but I don't eat them on their own too much. Oddly enough, this is one that I got to ask you all cuz I like my bananas fairly green. Like I know it sounds weird, but I like green bananas. Um Not fully green, but like I want them with a little bit of green on like the top because then the banana's a little bit tartar. But if they go past that, then I'll just wait to use them for banana bread or other applications like that. I know it's weird. I know it's weird. I'm weird about bananas. Blackberry. That's gonna be another B tier for me. Blackberries are decent. I like raspberries a little bit more. We'll get around to that eventually, but blackberries are decent. They're just a touch stiffer, and as a result, I'm not as big of a fan of them. But they're still pretty good. I've never had black currants. Blueberries is going to be a C tier for me. This might be a little bit surprising. I've just never connected with blueberries a ton. I'm not entirely sure why. But they've just never done as much for me as they seem to for other people. So blueberry is going to be in C tier for me. Cantaloupe is a D tier. I'll eat it if it's there and it's like part of a fruit cup, but like I'm not like ever going to be super jazzed about it. I've never had coconut flesh before. I've had coconut milk, and I think I use coconut milk a lot in like cooking and baking, but I've never had coconut like the flesh of a coconut before. And so because of that, I'm actually going to put it in the I've never had this tier. Um Coconut is good. Okay, maybe I do need to try coconut. Cherries are S tier. Cherries are really good. I like cherries a lot. Um Especially like the like really black cherries. Though I do not like maraschino cherries like at all. Maraschino cherries do nothing for me. Um Cranberries. Um I would put cranberries a bit higher, but I don't ever eat cranberries on their own. And in fact, I don't really think cranberries are all that good on their own. But I adore cranberry juice and other like cranberry flavored things. So I don't know where to put cranberries because I haven't had like the actual fruit just by itself before. But I like what you can do with cranberry as a flavor. You have to temper it with a lot of sugar though. I'll go I'll go A tier for cranberries. They lose some points with me because you have to because like I don't think I would want to eat them on their own, but there's so many like good applications for cranberry as a flavor when you mix it with other things. I'm actually just gonna go ahead. I've decided apricot's going down here, just because I don't know too much about them. Dates are another one I've never had just on their own. Dragon fruit's kind of a D tier, or at least the kinds I've had aren't very good. Never had durian, never had fig. You know what's crazy? I actually tried gooseberries for the first time like only a couple weeks ago, and they were pretty good. I'm gonna put them in C tier just because I haven't had them enough to develop an opinion. Grapefruit's an A tier for me. I used to do this thing where this my favorite way to prepare a grapefruit is to cut it so that you expose all of the little segments. And then sprinkle a little bit of sugar over the top of it, and then you can eat it out like a spoon with a spoon. You need some sugar with grapefruit, but with if you prepare it right, it's really good. It's really really good. Grapes both S tier. Um, Grapes are really really good. I like grapes a lot. Uh, it's the standard way to eat a grapefruit. You know, I thought that was the standard way to eat a grapefruit until I saw my uncle eat a grapefruit like an orange. And then I was like, do I just not know what I'm doing? So I'm glad it's not just me. I hate your uncle. Kiwi's a B tier. It's good. I like the flavor. It's not quite as good as the ones I put in A tier though, so I'm okay with a B tier for that. I really like lemon and lime, but again, they're ones that I feel like you have to temper with other flavors. Like I don't think they're as enjoyable just like on their own. So I'm actually gonna put lime and then lemon. Haven't had this one. Nectarine. I think I've had a nectarine before, but I really don't remember it, so we're gonna put it down here. Lemon and lime, exactly. That's the issue. Like that's why I'm struggling so much. Like a lot of the stuff I have in A tier right now, cranberry, lemon, and lime, I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily eat these on their own. I wouldn't necessarily eat these just as their own thing. I've had lemon and lime, just like slices of them before, and I'm all right with sour things. I wouldn't seek it out though, but they're really good as flavorings for other things. Like that's the deal with cranberry, lemon, and lime. That's why they're in A tier, even though like I wouldn't necessarily eat them like as just on their own. Oranges. Orange is tough. I'm also gonna put orange in. Well, I'm gonna just go with A tier for now, I think. Papaya, I've not had that one. Passion fruit, I'm gonna put this. I technically know what passion fruit tastes like because I've had like passion fruit cheesecakes and stuff like that. Those are decent, but the seeds are really. I know enough about passion fruits to put them in C tier. Peach is an S tier. A good pear is an S tier. I've had really crunchy pears; those are not S tiers. But a good pear is an S tier. Persimmon is gonna go here. Ooh, pineapple. Pineapple's either high A or S tier. I really do like pineapple. I just can't. I'm gonna go high A for pineapple, but I might move it up to S, depending on how things go. Plum. I have had plums. They're going in B tier. They're pretty good. I love pomegranate. Pomegranate is S tier. Both because I can both eat that one on its own and like as part of, and I think like it flavors other things really nice. Never had a pomelo. Raspberry. High A tier. Red currant. Red currant, good. Starfruit. Starfruit's all right. Strawberry S tier. Tangerine, like maybe up here. Watermelon. Watermelon's a tough one. I think I'm gonna put it in A tier. That's partly just like I know it's just water, like slightly. You bite into watermelon and it's just slightly sweet. It's just like pleasantly sweet water. Like it really is. But I do still like watermelon. Honeydew goes down here. Asian pears. B tier. Guava, never had. Blood orange, never had. Custard apple, never had. Ground cherry, never had. Kumquat, never had. Mulberry, never had. Raisins. Raisins can be B tier, I guess. Jackfruit, never had. Never had. Never had. Never had. What's the difference between a cherry and a sour cherry? Cherry versus sour cherry. I don't think I've ever had a sour cherry, to be honest, so I think I need to put this down here. Okay. All right, let me start organizing these in amongst here. So red apples, apples in general got to be my favorite. I think the best red apples are better than green apples, but I think the worst red apples are worse than green apples. Even so, we're gonna have apple right here at the top. Um, peach got to be moved up. Is it better than mango though? I think peach is gonna be. Hmm. Peach is gonna be. I think I like mango just slightly more than peach. Uh, and then we'll go. Do I like cherries or grapes? Strawberries need to be moved up. I think I like pomegranate's fine here towards the bottom of S tier, I think. Pear. Pear is fine where it is. Cherry, grape, cherry. I think S tier is good right now. I think S tier is good right now. Apples are like my favorite fruit. They always have been. Mangoes are a close second, and I love peaches are something I came around to more in more recent years, especially since like shockingly enough, where I live in Colorado, dry ass state. Dry ass United States of America state. For whatever reason, there is one specific region in our state called the Palisade region that produces peaches, and they're like some of the best they are some of the best peaches I've ever had. No, 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 they are the best peaches I've ever had. I don't know why such good peaches come from Colorado. It's the craziest thing to me. But you get these things fresh, like fresh during peach season, which is going on right now. It doesn't get much better than that. So yeah, apple, mango, peach, strawberry, cherry, grapes, pear, pomegranate. I'm okay with that for my S tier. A tier, raspberries. I think I like pineapple a little bit more than that. Do I like tangerine or raspberry more? Tangerine or raspberry. I think I prefer tangerines just slightly. Cranberry versus grapefruit. I think yeah, cranberry's in a good place. Then I might go lime, then lemon, then grapefruit. Look at look, all the citruses are right next to each other. How did that happen? Uh, so I think lime is my favorite flavor of the citruses. The grapefruits and oranges are the only two I'll eat on their own, which makes me feel like I should maybe put them above lemons and limes. Um, yeah, okay. Grapefruit. Yeah, no, here's what we'll do. Grapefruit, lime, lemon, orange. That's okay. I'm okay with that. And then watermelon at the bottom of A tier. Watermelon's got a lot of nostalgia factor for me. I know it doesn't have a ton of flavor, but like a good I'm never going to turn down a good watermelon. Like I really am not. So this is okay with me. Bananas I like a little bit more than blackberries. I like kiwis a little bit more than that. What about plums? Honestly, raisins doesn't feel right to be ranking on this tier list, but whatever. So Asian pear versus plum. I think they're in the same ballpark. I'll leave plum higher. And then yeah, I'm okay with this ranking right here. Avocado, blueberry, gooseberry, passion fruit, star fruit. I like the flavor of passion fruit, but I think I like star fruit a little bit more. Gooseberry, maybe recency bias, but I'll leave that there. And I think I like blueberries a little bit more than avocado. Yeah, yeah. This C tier is good. Dragon fruit, honeydew, cantaloupe. I don't fuck with dragon fruit. At least the types that I've had of it. Like I really wanted to like dragon fruit because it's such a cool looking plant. But the ones I've had are really like lacking in the flavor department. Like really, really lacking in the flavor department. Yeah, we'll do that. Apricot. Ever had currant, coconut, date, durian, fig, lychee, nectarine. I've had a nectarine before, but I don't remember it well enough to rank it. Papaya, persimmon. Said you don't like persimmon, but the shade is quite nice. Pomelo, red currant, guava, blood orange, custard, apple, ground cherry, kumquat, mulberry, jackfruit, mangoes. Yes. All right, I think this is good. So yes, this is the definitive Leo Arcturus fruit tier list. I hope you all enjoyed. I like honestly, everything, like, I absolutely adore. Like, I love fruit a lot. S and A tier, so good. Bananas, the B tier, like either in the right context or when in the right mood, I'm chill with. C tiers I could take or leave. D tier I'm probably not going to seek out much of ever. But yeah, no. Definitively low favorite fruit, apple. Can't go wrong with apple. It's also my favorite flavor of pie. All right, so I'm gonna bring the bottom back here. That way it doesn't mess with my my stuff later. And then we're gonna go back to Celeste. Ooh, we have to hope that Celeste actually shows back up though. Okay, we're good. All right, real quick though, I'm gonna go take this clot out of my nose and hopefully the bleeding has stopped. So I'll be right back. All right, we're so back. It's time. Time for some Celesting. All right, come on, bring back Celeste. Oh, I should take a screenshot of that and post it in Leo's Den so everyone knows what the loaf fruit tier list looks like. I'd be curious to see other people's fruit tier lists as well, so once I post mine in Leo's Den, feel free to share your own if you all want. I'm very glad we did that as well, Dex. I'm not sure if I responded to that yet, but absolutely, that was a really good call. So Loaf, for my commute tomorrow, I want to listen to an album. Absolutely great idea. Do you have one in mind? Animals by Pink Floyd or Green Album by Weezer. I actually quite like both of those. Animals is a great Pink Floyd album. The Green Album from Weezer, I think, is more just a fun album. It's got a lot of great tracks on it. I don't think it's like... It definitely doesn't have the same kind of depth that some of their earlier stuff does, or some of their later stuff. But even in spite of that, I think that it's a very just pleasant experience all around. So yeah, I think both of those would be great picks, to be honest. I think if you're in the mood for something a little less, like, self-serious, go for the Green Album. But if you're up to, like, dig a little deeper with the music, then go for Animals. Licious. We can make that work. Please. Ooh, shit. How do I fix this? Okay. Works well enough. Oh my god. Ugh. Icky, icky, icky! Ooh, that room I had to really, like... I had to really lock in there. No! Okay. Best run of the night, though. Best run of the night. That also matched my distance PB. And who would have guessed? All I had to do was take a break. I should have listened to Quero Quero Bonito all along. Break is such a fun song. Oof. Calm. Quell your beating heart. What time is it? Alright, not too bad. Oh, rest in peace, CD. You can, don't worry, there actually is a way in the game to get that back. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I think it's cooler if you, like, figure it out, but there's a way to get it back. With interest. I was so pissed, I'll be real. Is it an old key? God, I thought it was the love key. No, maybe that's something else. No, no, that is something else. That is definitely something else. Is it just an old key? Simple key. Okay. What is love key for? That's for collector, isn't it? Maybe? Love key is for love tower. Not springs. Okay. Aw, damn. The weird thing is, I feel like this golden berry is within my capabilities tonight if I can actually, like, lock in enough to not play like shit on the first couple checkpoints. Sadly, we all know that's impossible. Damn. I mean, you're not wrong, but damn. Really? Right. Third room struggles, dear God. The third room might still literally be my worst room in this entire level. Not that's third. Fourth room might actually be my worst room in this entire level. For unexplainable reasons. Like, why? Like, brain. What the heck? There we go. That took way too long. Just gotta make the most of it. By not missing that key. Uh-huh. That timing didn't feel wrong, but I guess it was. You got those notes wrong? Did I really? Yeah, berries once again, Spurk. Really? I thought I did that. I thought the key registered. I guess it did not. Sometimes I do not be paying enough attention to whether or not that key... whether or not that key works or not. Ooh, that was a little left there. It did work out in the end. Oh! Too early. Too early. Are you rushing or dragging? For me, the answer is almost always rushing. Oh, actually, CD, I meant to bring this up because I had a rather sort of interesting conversation with my lab partner, of all people, about the song Hornet on the Hollow Knight soundtrack. And they brought up an interesting sort of like music theory point, which I can't confirm it too much, but I did see what they were talking about in Hornet at the very least. And that was that Christopher Larkin does a very interesting thing where he switches between simple and compound time signatures a lot. So if you look at like a sort of like sheet music version of Hornet's theme, what you end up with is a lot of measures that are subdivided based on like into groups of like 2 and 4, and a lot where they're subdivided into groups of 3. And so he actually switches back and forth a lot during the song. If I watch on 2 platforms, I get double the stream, therefore twice the content. Spurk is Leo Arcturus maxing. Why did I just walk off there? Yeah, I actually have been revisiting most of them a lot. Oh, that was whack. Here, let's see. Do I have anything I want to say about them? Oh, absolutely you did. I think I... Get ready for this, because I listened to Spiderland last night while I was reading my electricity and magnetism textbook, and that was a really surreal experience, because I was also just insanely tired. Like, I was actually genuinely way too tired to be reading that textbook, but I really wanted to get through the chapter. Like, I really wanted to get it done and dusted. And so there I was, like, 11 o'clock at night. I put on Spiderland, and I start reading my E&M textbook, just, like, on the verge of unconsciousness the entire time. And it made for this really strange, but honestly kind of interesting experience. Definitely appreciated those songs quite a bit in those moments. As you said, it's like, it half asleep album, absolutely. And also, I think I've brought this up before with like Amnesiac by Radiohead. For whatever reason, when I'm like doing something that's like really high, like a mental strain, I guess, it actually ends up like feeling very nice to be listening to sort of like moody, brooding, experimental music. Okay. That's weird. And so yeah, it actually worked very well for that. Like, it was just like these... To be honest, I don't think I actually retained much of the information from the physics textbooks I was supposed to be reading. I'm hoping a little bit of it permeated my brain. A lot of it was still like just review or like extension of review. So I'm not too worried about not getting much of it. But like at the same time, I'm just sort of hoping that it like subliminally entered my brain so that when we go over it in class, like I'm ready to see the material again. But yeah, no, it was a super, super interesting experience. I will say it reaffirmed my opinion that the opener and like the closer definitely is really damn good on that album. And I think it's, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the 4th song on the album I remember really liking too. And then, yeah, Breadcrumb Trail also. Super good one. I think it is Washer, yes. I think it's Washer. So yeah, you absolutely cooked with that suggestion. Honestly, re-listening to both Toxicity and what's the other one? Toxicity and the Rage Against the Machine album, I'd say mostly just reaffirmed what I said about those albums initially. Really liked both of them, and I would say that my favorite tracks on those ones have stayed relatively constant. The one I have actually like looped back around to less is the Barbarians of California album. Other than the final track on that album, which I'm actually gonna like wholeheartedly recommend. The song is called Far Out Bro, and it's honestly it's just a really fun, cool, like mentally engaging song. Damn, little slow there, little slow. For once, I was dragging, y'all. For once, I was dragging and not rushing. But yeah, the Far Out Bro is gonna get a wholehearted recommendation from me. Give our top 10 albums of the... Yeah. For sure. Woo! Silk Song is so close, y'all. It's so cool. How did we both forget Ants from Up There? I said Ants from Up There. Did I forget to say Ants from Up There? I thought I said Ants from Up There. I thought we both said Ants from Up There. Damn. Okay. If I had like, I was trying to save that, but if I had maybe like wall bounced off of that, that might have fixed that. I said Ants from Up There was my number 3. Or maybe I think I originally said it was my number 3. I might have like gone back and said some other shit. I think I may have fucked up when I went back through and said other things. All right, let me give the actual one, because I did have a ranking in my head. It was Only God Was Above Us is number 1, Imaginal Disc is number 2, Ants from Up There is number 3. I think I said The New Sound is number 4, and then I gave number 5 to either Loss of Life or Nurture. If I remember correctly, that was the ranking that I gave. Five and six are basically 5 and 6 are Loss of Life and Nurture in some order. I thought you also said Ants from Up There is number 3 though, because I remember thinking, oh man, our number 3s, our top 3 are exactly the same. Like, I literally brought up the topic of favorite albums of the decade. I literally brought it up because I was saying that I had added Ants from Up There to my top 5. Like, that was the whole reason I brought that up to begin with. That death was really depressing. I don't know. I could also be going crazy. Maybe I just said something other than what I actually was trying to say. Sometimes I do stuff like that. Oh. Oh, I did time that wrong. I was really confident in the timing when I jumped, but no, like, thinking about it in retrospect, that was the wrong timing. Also, don't think I've said it, but I did actually enjoy Perfect Day. Yes! Yes! Someone sees the vision. Someone sees the vision. Got so excited about someone seeing the vision that I died. I think its premise is definitely a hard pill to swallow, at least at first. But I think it more than compensates for that by just being an endearingly written and designed game. And we finally finished it. That's like one of the ancient evils of the Leo Arcturus channel. The other two being the cursed Breath of the Wild stream and the start of Big Engine Impact. Not only to redeem your unfinished series that I've made jokes at for years, but to truly explore the legendary and albeit blasphemous title. Exactly. It truly is an experience like no other. Really? Again? Does Stardew Valley count as well? How so? Oh, yeah. Stardew Valley, the after story thing I was trying to do. Yeah, we can count that. Though I'm almost positive that will never return. The ones like, okay, Breath of the Wild, I could see that returning to Leo Arcturus someday. Stopping P5X was a very deliberate decision on my part. Like, that was me dropping a game. That wasn't me just, like, not circling back to something. That was a deliberate decision. But yeah, of all the unfinished series, I'd say the only one that there's like a decent chance I ever go back to is Breath of the Wild. The other ones are kind of probably never gonna happen. It was funny, it made me crash out trying to play it. I do still have it downloaded. We should boot it up? Nah. Actually, nah. We're not gonna do that. I can think of very few things I want to do less. Show pro gameplay. No. I'm not even sure. I think we did all of our gacha rolls, CD. I think I used up all of the currency that we had at the end of last stream. I am actually not putting money into P5X. Like, I am actually not putting money into that game. I don't think you properly understand how many bits it would take to be able to do any substantial amount of gacha rolls, CD. CD is, like, really adamant about this. I demand all my donations go to gacha? Really? I feel like if I do that, I'm crossing a line. A line that must not be crossed. To this day, I have never spent any money on gacha. You joking? I don't even know if that's enough for a single roll, CD. Like, I actually don't even know if that's enough for a single roll. So it says it costs around $400 to reach the 80 pull pity. So we can assume, just as a rough estimate. So we said $400. So 400 divided by 80. It's like $5 a roll. It's like actually $5 a roll. That's even worse than Fate-Go. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's actually worse than Fate-Go. If that one source is to be believed. That's what I said, CD. I don't think you really understand how much a single roll is in a gacha game. They're not cheap. Oh my god. An AJR concert ticket? Those are getting pretty damn expensive now, too. Though I'd actually rather go see an AJR concert. Like, say what you will. Like, we've certainly said our pieces about AJR on this channel. AJR's concerts are actually great. Like, they are actually such good shows that they put on. Like, the AJR live experience is pretty damn good. Loaf, you're not being really disagreeable, gotta be honest. Oh, sorry. You're being really disagreeable, gotta be honest. Yeah, 100 bits is $1.40 for you, but... Oh my god, that worked! Holy shit! That was an epic run save right there, holy hell. Gotta make the most of it, I guess. Yes. Oh, really? That wasn't fast enough climbing that? That's unfortunate. Still a great save, though. Here, I will go ahead and mark off saving the run, because that was a really cool save. Loaf, I need to know where my money has been going. Mostly into buying new games for the channel. That's where most of the money goes. Your money went into buying blueprints. How about that? Though, in all seriousness, most of the money I make from the channel just goes back into keeping it alive. Oh. What? You when I can't wall jump? What? Some of it also went into buying instars in time, so that was just an older payout. Loaf, you're being, like, really annoying tonight. I apologize, I did not realize. It's okay, I'll forgive you eventually. What must I do to earn your forgiveness, CD? You want forgiveness, but I can't do it yet. Is that what this is about? Is that what this is about? I crave you. Wow. Okay, we should just do this at this point. There we go. Like, I could have done that at any time. I was just like, ooh, can I get it to go to the bottom right? Or not bottom right. Can I get it to go down and to the left? What? I'm putting that down under I'm putting that down under greatest chokes. That gives us a bingo too. Greatest chokes, saving the run, death by reading chat, and tripping on air. That's just an egregious choke. I'll break my oath and preach. We're resorting to blackmail now? Alright, I'll boot up fucking Persona 5X at the end of stream or something. I don't know. We'll see what I can do. I really do not want to pay money for it. In no small part because I don't think the game deserves it. I will at least boot up the game and see what we can do. But the Subway Slammer? Is it actually that big of a deal to you to see how that story arc ends? Am I about to get bullied into playing Persona 5X again? Bring back Peak? Oh my god. Okay. I totally could have saved that. I just wasn't paying enough attention to where I landed. Ugh. It's such a drag getting... I think it like really compounds on me the less and less runs that I get later into the level. Because I know that if I got a few runs later into the level, I'd be able to, you know, like actually... I need to just have water down here for Hydrated Hydrate. Alright, give me a minute and then I'll go grab that. This has been a pleasant gaslight. I'll go mark it off on the bingo board. Constellation bits. I appreciate it, CD. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. At least I know how to save that now. At least I know how to save that. I was off on the timing and it just started compounding on me. Anyways, I'm off to bed. All right, CD, thanks for hanging around. Appreciate it. You get some good rest. Wow, I'm not playing well right now. Oh, we just hit the 3-hour mark. Normally my skills would have gone bad and then looped back around to being okay again by this point, but it does not seem to be happening. Gotta be honest, the bloody nose definitely did not help, because oftentimes when I get those bloody noses, they are also accompanied by, like, lightheadedness. And that's kind of what happened tonight. So I'll give myself a little bit of grace in that regard, but oh, wow. I was really early in the cycle there. I mean, I'm actually quite upset that I died there, but that was not a mistake that I usually make on that room in specific. Usually that room messes up because I'm too late in the cycle. Cool. Took a minute to get past that room again. Cool. ultimately, and I'm just trying to make myself feel better about this at this point. I was about to say, at least I've made it to that part of the level more often. I'm gonna go get that water that Amy said that I needed to go get, and so I'll be right back. But yeah, give me just a sec. I'm gonna get the water, and then I'm gonna do like maybe 15 more minutes of tries, and then I'm probably done after that. The water has been consumed. All right. Yeah. As I said, we're gonna give this a go for maybe like 15 more minutes, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna call it quits after that, because you know. I definitely think I'm like. There have been a couple runs, like, it's maybe slightly erring on the side of more runs making it deeper at the moment, so I'm gonna, like, just in case, I'm starting to loop back around, I'll keep it going for a little bit longer. If nothing, because it would be nice to get, like, an actual distance PB tonight, instead of just, like, matching mine from last time, but, ooh. Was that just, like, too aggressively pressing down that time? I think I might have just been too aggressively pressing down. Like, I'm just really... And this has been a constant thing throughout, like... my time playing this level. I'm really struggling to get runs out, like, past the first 2 checkpoints. It's not like I yeah. Snapshot? Huh. I don't get notifications from Snapchat very often, and so that really took me off guard. Like, I barely use the app anymore. There's just like a handful of people who I don't really talk to outside of the app, so I keep it around for that purpose. But yeah. So whenever I do actually get a notification from Snapchat, it always catches me off guard. And it wasn't even an important one. It was just like, someone you know joined this group. And I was like, thanks. But I actually do not know what that group is at all. Like, not even slightly do I know what that group what that group means. Ooh. My down dashes have been really bad today. Like, I've been just very much, like, accidentally, like, down right or down left dashing. I must confess, I fear at this point it doesn't really seem like things are getting much better. Yeah, I'm gonna go until 10:45 my time, and then that's gonna be it. Yeah, as I said, I'm really just, like, I don't know what's going on with my down direction dashes tonight, but they have been kind of abysmal in certain areas. Yep, that feels like tonight in a nutshell right there. The fact that it has even been necessary for me to try and recover that room so much tonight, I think speaks volumes. Because that should not be that hard of a... That's not that hard of a... It's really not... Yeah. I'll get the words out eventually. It's really not that hard of a room. Wait. Nope, wrong way. I'm even going the wrong way now, y'all. I'm so accustomed to having to go back through to get the key. 'Cause I missed the key. Like, again. I mean, at least I know it's... I can't. Wow. It's just not my night tonight, y'all. It's just not my night. Hopefully it will be, like, next week or something. Okay. It's a pretty big hurdle. That's a room that's often a problem. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be it. We tied distance PB. I'll take that as like as a final attempt bonus. I think the issue I have with that one is that the timing on it's kind of subtle. And so if I haven't refreshed myself on it somewhat recently, I'm very likely to not do it right in the moment. Which is, I think, an inherent part of the problem of my current strategy of just allowing myself to be bad at the first 2 checkpoints and then hoping I get through them frequently enough to not lose my skills on the second 2. Because I'm actually pretty confident with those 2 at this point. So, it's just, at this point for me, it's just a matter of not sucking at the first part. But that is going to be a hurdle that I attempt to challenge another time. Speaking of another time, let's chat stream schedule real quick. Especially after that, I'm definitely probably going to keep going with Celeste at least for a little bit longer while Silk Song's out. So, yeah. No stream on Thursday, because Silk Song comes out that day. But there will most likely be a Sunday Persona stream, and there will probably be, a Celeste stream sometime next week. I don't actually know. We'll talk on Sunday about when the next stream will be. Yeah. I think that's where I'll leave it for now. Sorry for the kind of wishy-washy stream schedule, but Silk Song is coming out, and that takes top priority for me. Alright, let me go ahead and thank everyone for watching. We had a nice big crew tonight. We had Spurk, Amy, Dex, CD, and Azeweeb, I think. That was the crew. Yeah. Oh, Poke showed up for a little bit. I think that was everyone, though. So with that, though, I want to thank everyone so much for watching. Y'all were great. Sorry that was a bit of a poor showing from me. That's on me. We'll try and fix that next time. Gotta lock in. Guy who just was not locked in today. But yeah, no. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!